of thought of what took place today from what you testified to previously?
In general, for me, everything that I testified before is still true and accurate today, and in open testimony, that would be correct. I have learned more about Abby.
Joining us to discuss further is retired Brigadier General Peter Zwack, who has been watching along with us. At this point, we are getting the questioning with the former generals and really trying to go through the timeline of how this all played out and really who was responsible for how it played out. What do you make about what has been said so far?
Well, we're going to definitely need to hear this play out. The generals were totally focused on getting the mission done, however that would be defined. And there were different timelines. There were different priorities. In fact, dates set early on by different administrations on when is the date. They're having to deal with the Afghan national forces as well. That's a whole other piece. In the timelines, they're also having to be careful on how they get the information out to not create a panic among the Afghans, which ultimately ensued. And of course, then you always have the age-old military perspective and the political, the diplomatic perspective on that. Again, a lot of work, but the coordination looked to have been done late. And last minute, and the generals are seemingly open with their perspectives, but we're going to have to see where this goes because there are obviously going to be anomalies in the various testimony that we see.
Interesting, because the generals echoing something that you had said previously, that things happened that were bad. They weren't planned, they weren't intentional, and it's almost the casualties of war at this point, and we're seeing that play out in this hearing. Brigadier General Peter Zwack, thanks so much for your insight. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.